Oh yeah, the boys are back. SmokeOut came back from Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, my bad. I thought it was in Saudi Arabia again. So
No
yep.
racial. No, I thought it was the same type of shit. I actually even thought the boxing fight that happened was in Saudi Arabia or Abu
And
Dhabi or something.
that was in LA. I actually
Yeah.
I was trying to go to that, but then it was the same day as my boy's baby shower thing. So I was like, fuck, I'm not going. Even though that shit was kind of weak.
No, yeah, I only watched the I did watch the last three fights, but like I didn't tune in, like pay attention 100% till Crawford
Yeah.
fight.
And even that fight was kind of like whatever, right?
Yeah. He didn't finish him at all. So like, it was just like back and forth. Like he dominated, but not really. It's just like he's just better, and that's it.
Mhm.
Like no power punches, no crazy punches at all from anybody. Like there's no controversy, no like, yeah. And that's why for me, I was like, damn, man, imagine paying hella money for this right now. Yeah,
For
I
only
thought I was
thing,
tripping out. I thought they were in the Middle East, and then Wiz said he was high and shit when they put him on the camera, and then I saw him smoking. I was like, nah, this fool's getting his dick chopped off over there.
and then Eminem came out. I think that part was probably the most exciting thing. But yeah, man, let's recap this
Abu
Abu
Dhabi.
Dhabi.
Yeah, man. So we did all right here, but good card. I like the card, but yeah, let's review real quick. Nesto went 1-3, minus 1.95 units. You did get the parlay, Azamat, Mirzakhanov, and Gaziev for plus 105. Got that one right. And then the all dogs, but you got Sandhagen. We both got Sandhagen wrong. We just thought there was value on it. We didn't think he was like, should be the favorite or nothing.
No,
but
yeah.
And then Marlon Vera. That's also, I didn't do it for the show, but I did bet on Marlon Vera before the card. And yeah, that was disappointing. But also at the same time, I'm like, I probably deserve that.
No, it's the thing is like he on that fool me once, fool me twice now, like 3 times. It's a wrap now. I can't bet on Cheeto no more unless it's like a complete like opposite or something. Because after that, he just exactly did what he always does. And what's worse is before his last fight with O'Malley, that O'Malley was the only time he ever got dropped, and now he got dropped again in the first round by Figueroa. So it might be just a decline now from Cheeto.
Yeah. What do you think about that? I was going to talk about that. Like, do you think that's more Figgy? Like, I feel like I'm underestimating Figgy at this weight class.
That shows that Figueroa can crack, but then it also shows that like, oh man, that's back-to-back fights now, or you got dropped after not ever being dropped in your UFC career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he didn't even get dropped from O'Malley's knee, which was crazy. So it's like now you're getting dropped with like straight rights and shit.
But that is like you were saying, Figueroa is powerful, and this is probably like maybe one of the best like showings of somebody moving up in weight besides like Alex Pereira or something like that. But Figueroa at 135 is now 3-0, and yeah, he's a problem.
Yeah, and for me, I every time I thought, oh no, he wasn't even great. Like he was great, he was champion obviously at 125, but like with the Moreno fights and the whole series, I think that skewed the whole thing. And then when he went up, it felt like he was more like running away from the division. But really, it's just like his weight cut was always a problem, and now the extra 10 really shows because he's well rounded. He could get on the ground, he could scramble, he could submit, he could crack people. So, man, I mean, now I'm learning my lesson. I mean, 3 times. Already, I tried to fade him at this new weight class. And,
this is a major one, bro. Tito coming off of fighting for the title, and you go in there and unanimous decision. That's you can automatically just say, oh, maybe Figueroa needs the title shot next. Like, you know what I mean?
And Cheeto's like that fool. He fights I think more 5 rounds. Not that he's ever been champion, but like. Like he comes out in the later rounds, and in 3 rounds, you can't just give up the first round, bro. Like that's not a good percentage strategy, So it's like, nah, I'm good off that. But yeah, getting back to this, man. And then the last one was the Lupi Godinez at plus 110, close fight. But in the end, we had Dern pull it out.
Close fight.
Huh?
Some people were saying that. Some people were saying that it was like maybe a robbery. But
it was a close fight.
I thought Mackenzie was like, well, she won. She was going forward more. But if you look at significant strikes, Lupi kind of won on that for sure. Even in damage, I want to say. But I think Mackenzie Dern just pushing the action was what got her the fight.
Yeah, pushing the action because she always gets hit in the face. But Lupi doesn't have like the knockout power. And Dern's very durable, right?
Yeah.
So and then she got loopy down a couple times near the end of the round. And I think that was like the deciding factor of like, oh, it's a close fight. One person's getting takedowns and the other person's not now. Not that she damaged her a lot, except for like one round where she got her down and started throwing some stuff for the last 10 seconds. But other than that, yeah, it was close. Nothing too crazy. For me, I went 3-1 plus 2.05 units. I got the Mackenzie Dern. I got the Jai Herbert. Who Jai came out, man. I was surprised, bro. I was worried going into the fight because money was going against me. I took Herbert at for the show minus 160, but before the fight, he went down to like minus 120, bro.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm like,
that's why I didn't want to bet on that fight because he's always sketch, but I'm glad he came through.
Yeah, I mean, it was sketch. I was holding my breath because for him, his chin is always sketch. So I was like, at any point if Bedoya hits him, I was like, he might go down. But Bedoya looked way better shape, went down in weight. And that's why I think a lot of the hype came from with the Bedoya situation. But that fool didn't show well. And then I had the same parlay as you, Azamat and Gaziev, plus 105. And then the one I got wrong was Sandhagen. So it was, I mean, Sandhagen he's putting up a good fight, but it was like he was just slightly worse at everything, like slightly worse at every single aspect. So, but shout outs to him. But we move on. We come out with a little cool down card here.
Oh, this card is whack.
Yeah, I like that Abu Dhabi card. I thought it was a good card. It might have been better than the Sphere card.
Yeah, fuck this. Yeah, his Sphere is dropping though. Have you seen? It's like now it's like 2,000.
Yeah, which is still a lot,
nasty. But because everybody keeps saying that like the 400 section is like horrible in there. But then if you can't see it doesn't really matter if you can't see the octagon, which is kind of sad to say because then like the whole wall is gonna be like a screen to watch the fight. But
yeah, hopefully, yeah. We don't even know for sure, but hopefully.
Yeah, you're right. Because that's gonna be crazy. Because the way it looks so steep that they're gonna look like hella small right there.
Yeah, I mean, TBH when we sit in the nosebleeds for the arena, I mean, you can still see the octagon and everything, but a lot of times I do look at the screen too. The zoom in. So we'll see. Hopefully, it keeps dropping.
What's cool at T-Mobile is like even if you're like nosebleeds, you still can like see the cage pretty all right.
Yeah, from the top, it's not as big.
MGM was the best, like Mandalay MGM, because they're like smaller. So like, if you're like the last C, you could see like solid. And even like
with that.
SAP Center is like that too, in my opinion.
Or like we go. Well, they're never gonna do it again for UFC, but the Virgin Hotel. The Virgin Hotel is like no matter what seat you got, you can see everything like really well. So that's gonna be dope. But yeah, man, let's get to this card here. Not too many fights. I think it's only like 10 or something, so it'll be a quick one. But starting out, man, we got Stephanie Luciano against Thalita Alencar, the problem child. Big age difference here. Rondina, she's basically little Ronda. Minus 170 here. The other lady's about plus 140 right now. Man, 24 years old to 33 years old, man. So obviously big, but Alencar is undefeated. Let's start with her here. She's a BJJ specialist, and you guys most recently known her from she had a split decision against Ryan Amanda in her debut, and then before that a draw against the same person. So this is a rematch on Contender Series. It was a draw, a little sketch. I do remember, for me, I thought I think I was betting on Luciano at the time, better striker, but it didn't really need to get to the ground like that. So for me, I'm just going straight into it. I just think Alencar has value now. This probably should be closer to Pickham's fight. I got her at plus 155, but she's plus 145. I would still take it. I think it's good to plus 120. So, I'm going with the underdog here.
Was it the Alencar?
Yeah. Let me show you the other chick. Yeah, I'm going Alencar. Just on value, chick fights, how it is. We learned our lesson with what's her name, Molly McKay at minus 300. That was sketch. This chick, obviously younger prospect. She's more of a striker. Never been anyway, so that's one big thing. And this would technically be her debut fight because her other fights got canceled. Who she probably would have beaten Shawna Bannon and shit up. So
yeah, I'll go with the one you're going with.
Underdog value, like you said, also fade on the first fight. You never know. Whereas the other lady already had her first fight. You know what I'm saying? And this is a rematch, so I think they're both kind of know how
Oh.
each other fight and go all out. So it actually should be a decent one for what it is. For what it is. Let's see. Next up, we got what we got here. Okay, we got Jarno Aarons against Yosef Zalal. Zalal is back with the vengeance in the UFC here, the Moroccan Devil. He's about a minus 350. Aarons is plus 260. Man, this is an interesting fight, man. Well, let's start with Jarno Aarons, a little less well known. Same record, 14-5, 29 years old. So they're both getting in their prime. Never been knocked out, only been submitted once. His last fight was against Steven Nguyen, my cousin here. And he beat him by decision. And to be honest, I'm going to tell you this right now. Like, to me, I'm not big on Steven Nguyen. You know, he's technical, but I just feel like I don't see him being a champion. I could be wrong, but he is 9-1. Before that, dude lost to Suwoo Choi by decision and William Gomis in his debut. So he's 1-2 in the UFC. And now you're looking at Zalal, who's been in the UFC before, dipped and came back.
Yeah, he's been
never
on
been finished either. Yep, and he came back and beat Billy Q, bro. And apparently the Sparta thing, I think we talked about him last time before the Billy Q fight, but these 3 Sparta events were on the same day.
Damn.
Yeah, so I guess it's like a boxing, kickboxing, and then like a grappling event, all 3 in one separately.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Moroccan.
Yeah, man, I'm going with him as well. I think obviously very juicy's up to minus 400 right now, but throw it in your greasy parlays, man. I think this guy is it.
What's a like TKO knockout?
Zalal by knockout would be plus 900.
Damn.
Yeah, the most likely outcome.
Because the other guy's never been finished. You said, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's been subbed, but he's never been knocked out before. So but I mean, at the same time, the most likely outcome here is by points minus 120. I mean, that's tough. I'm most likely outcome, but to lay minus 120 on a prop. I don't know. I'm throwing Zalal for sure in a parlay. I'm telling you this right now, degenerate, whatever. But I think he's I hate to use the L word lock, but I think he's a good one to count your money on. Sure. Next up, we got Carl Williams against Jonathan Denise. Man, 10-1 Carl Williams against the undefeated Denise from Contender Series, which, by the way, Contender Series next week starting. It's going to be lit.
Oh, yeah. That's why they've been kind of taking it back on the events now.
Yep, and that's why they've been cutting hella people that are on the bottom of the roster, making space, man. But 10-1, 7-fight win streak, bro. He's 34 years old, never been knocked out, but never subbed anyone. He's just a grinder. He beat Justin Taffa, Chase Sherman, Bresky, pretty much all the lower level.
It's a heavyweight, right?
Yeah, this is heavyweight. This is heavyweight for sure. And then you got Jonathan Denise, kickboxer. He's not a grappler at all, but he got power in his hands. Undefeated, 33 years old. You know, they're both old, you know. And he's also from Contender Series, but most recently he beat Austin Lane by knockout. Yeah, who's not great.
Yeah, I think
more of a football build, but
yeah.
Carl Williams is minus 200 right now with Denise plus 170.
I would go just because I don't know enough about Denise, but it's gonna be classic striker versus grappler. Carl Williams, I mean, it's heavyweights. He could sleep somebody, but I think Carl's coming off fight against Justin Taffa. You feel me? So I feel like
that he can handle it.
Like he can, yeah. Like because he's throwing bombs, but this guy's like more crisp. But then, like you said, he's a kickboxer. Like how good is his grappling? And this guy's gonna
test him
for sure. Yeah. So
yeah,
go with Carl Williams.
Carl Williams. Williams is a solid ass wrestler. You know, that's why he's been just winning because he just grinded out. So that's kind of obviously his way of victory. Denise, I think the only way he wins is by knockout. You know,
which is a possibility. It all depends how he gets in there, and then when the shots start coming, if he starts looking good, and it's like, oh yeah, it's a wrap. Or if he looks like the Cuban B guy or some shit, then you know what I'm saying, it's over.
So, the QB, yeah. Denise, I think Denise is live here for a knockout. Obviously, if he gets taken down, I don't think he gets back up. It's going to be tough for him to get back up. But if it's every round, if he survives, he is very durable as well. So he'll be able to take some punches. But I like Denise at plus. I got him at plus 185, but at plus 170, I still think is good. As far as props, if you like the Carl Williams side, I would probably go by points. I mean, I don't see Carl Williams being able to finish this guy in any way, but to win by points, still plus money. And then for Denise, I mean, by knockout plus 200. You know, I just find it hard to believe that Denise is going to outpoint, like grind out a victory against Williams, because if he wins, he's going to go all out and just knock out Williams or keep pounding on him, ground and pound, things like that. So that's the two props I would look at for plus money. And then I like Denise side as well. Next up, what do we got here?
Denise.
Man, we got
back.
Yeah, okay. We got another kind of horny fight for you. We got Carol Rosa against Pani Kianzad. Carol Rosa here, grappler, minus 175 against Banzai, the kickboxer, at plus 150. You know, as much as this is a mid-tier type of fight here, Rosa's off a loss to Irene Aldana. Didn't look so good. She beat Yana Santos by split, which is also sketch. And then before that, she pretty much lost to Dumont, the Cakes.
Dumont's been winning, though.
Yeah, I like Dumont. We like Dumont. We're Dumont fans here at the SmokeOut. And then you got Kianzad, 16-8, 2 losses. I mean, not a sexy record. She has no power. She has durability. I mean, she's not going to submit her. But then she's fought some decent competition. Chiasson, Vieira, Pennington, who she lost to. So, I mean, it is a girl fight. I'm going Carol Rosa here. I just think Carol Rosa by decision. You know, Carol Rosa minus 175, I would take 2. Her by decision is plus 110. I think that is a possibility because I just think she's going to grind it out like she always does. Just wrestling. I might bet that right now. The plus 110 is speaking to me. Who do you like here?
Carol Rosa?
For Carol Rosa.
Yeah, I'm just going to go. Yeah, I would just go with Carol Rosa. This is a whack fight.
Yeah, this is actually not a horny fight. Due to contrary belief. Okay, we got some other horny fights later. Next up, we got they moved this fight up here. It used to be the opening of the card, but Danny left-handed God Barlow against Nikolai Tenikov. Man, this is crazy, man. You got Danny Barlow minus 280. Other dudes coming out plus 130. Man, this is a short notice fight as well. Danny Barlow was supposed to fight Uros Medic. Yeah, now he's fighting this guy short notice. Let's look at this new kid. Who's from Kazakhstan.
Oh, he's probably
12-4, 34 years old. Mostly knockouts, it looks like. You know, not many submissions. Most recently knocked out Ashley Reese. You know, I don't know any of these people, but Luis Igniguez, DeMarcus Jackson subbed him. So, I mean, he's finishing people, but look at this name right here. He was on the Contender Series, lost to Michael Morales in 2021. And here's another win that I actually liked when I saw. He beat Anthony Ivy by finish back in 2021.
No, I mean, this guy looks like he's tough and paid like Kazakhstan, those like Europe, Russian countries or whatever. Like they don't be playing out there. Those fighters are always like, you know, a game. It's all about just how much they can like do. But it says too he's 3-0 in the LFA. You know what I'm saying? That's decent. But I just feel like what's his name's gonna if he lost to Michael Morales, I think it's gonna be the same outplay here because Danny Barlow's like, you know, tall, he can move, you know what I'm saying? He could like faster. So yeah, I think I gotta go with the left-handed God.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to go against him. I mean, he knocked out the last 2 people that were supposed to be decent prospects. On Contender Series, Raheem Forrest. I remember this. Yeah, it was a close fight, close odds fight. Which, by the way, let me interrupt with this. Anthony Ivy, I brought him up too because last week at the end, if y'all watched at the very, very end, I did mention I gave 2 underdogs for PFL that I was on. You know, it went 1-1, but still profit, right? Anthony Ivy was a big underdog and closed as a small underdog. So he ended up winning with ease. But yeah, man, as far as the pick on this fight, I'm definitely going Danny Barlow. But as far as the odds, he's up to minus 325 right now. Like, I don't think we sleep on this, like you said, the Kazakhstan guy, as far as saying that he's not live at all. I think he's definitely live. I think the odds are probably closer than should be closer, but they juiced it because Nikolai's taking a short notice fight. Danny Barlow's supposed to be in the spot. So it's like Danny's supposed to win. It doesn't always happen that way. But yeah, I'm picking Danny, but just be woke on Nikolai here. Be woke. Oops. The wrong shit. Next up, it's like you knocked out some dude named Ashley Reese, man. They don't even sound cool. Next up, we got Charalampos Gregorio against Toshio Kazama. I don't even know if I said those right, but a yellow excellence here, silent finisher, and the ferocious here. Gregorio's a minus 185 or so. Kazama plus 155. This is interesting and not that great of a fight, TBH, but 8-4. This dude's on a 1-fight losing streak, and shit's slow right now. Okay, he lost to Chad and Hellinger, and by decision, and then before that, won in a contender series. So he's still new, and then you got Kazama here looking crazy, 10-4, 2-fight losing streak. He's well-rounded, bro. He looks like he throws power, and also goes for submission, but then also has been knocked out. Most recently got finished in the first round, both by Nakamura and Armfield. So that don't look good.
In the first round too.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm picking Gregorio here for the win. Am I happy? He's like minus 220 right now. Am I happy to lay minus 220? Nah, not really. But I'm going with him. This is the same situation with the Barlow, right? It's like, they should win. They're supposed to win. Their opponent is inferior. But I could also see, don't sleep on the underdogs that they got the power. These guys got the power, and this Asian dude is probably desperate. He's been knocked out twice, but you can't just keep losing the UFC like that, by domination. So, but yeah, Gregorio it is.
For sure. Charalampos.
Yeah, I also like, I don't know, I maybe look at, I know this contrarian, but minus 140 to the over 1.5. I think since both these guys be getting finished, you might find value the other way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oops.
Stinky fight.
Yeah, that's a stinky fight. I don't know why that wasn't earlier in the card. Next up, we got Alan Nascimento against Jafel Fio. This might be a low-key banger at 125. We got Puro Oso against the Pastor, or whatever it is. Alan Nascimento's minus 210. Jafel Fio is plus 175 right now.
Damn.
Nascimento, 20-6, 2-fight win streak. Submission artist, but never been finished. Most recently beat Carlos Hernandez. That was so it's been a while. It's almost been 2 years. This was in January of 2023. That
he beat your boy White Kong.
Oh yeah, and then before that, White Kong back in 2022 by decision. So, damn, that's crazy. Jake Hadley used to fight at 125. Let me look at that. That's crazy, bro.
Well, his last fight was at what, 130? At 140?
Yeah, he went up because it was last minute too.
So yeah, it's like a 135er.
Anyways. Yeah, but he looks like a 145er, like his build. This fool's pretty swole too, man. 60-3, 31 years old, never been knocked out. Also a submission guy, so this might be interesting. He most recently submitted Ode Osborne and then Daniel Perez, and then lost to the now cut Mohamed Mokayev, who's not going to the PFL either. So
yeah, I know. I might go. I'd probably just sprinkle on the underdog in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean, as far as if it was a closer odds, I like the favorite. I like Nascimento. He's more proven, but at these odds, I think Filio is live at plus 175, man. So I'm going Filio here as far as live.
And he got like some good fights here, like Ode Osborne. You know what I'm saying? He began love. He's actually on the sphere, and then you got like a loss to Mokayev. That's not bad.
You remember he almost beat Mokayev. Yeah, it was the knee bar that Mokayev
that was that
didn't
fight?
Tap out to. Yeah, so that's how he made his name.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this Jafel Filio.
Yeah, sorry, my dogs are tripping. Yeah, so yeah, I'm with you on the Filio thing. I think that the odds are off, and I think it should be much closer than him plus 175. Damn, I keep pressing the wrong button. All right, next up.
Because you smoked out.
Yeah, welcome to the SmokeOut. I hope y'all smoked out as well. Now we got Yana Santos against Chelsea Chandler. Yes.
How is she still fighting in the UFC? She's like on a 4-fight losing streak, I want to say.
Yeah, Yana Santos here, 3-fight losing streak, 34 years old, wife to Thiago Santos in the PFL now. Most recently lost a split to Carol Rosa, then lost Holly Holmes and Irene Aldana. So, I mean, she's been around for quite a while here at this point.
Yeah, took an L to Aspen Lad.
Yeah, that's what we call red flag. Red flag. And then you got your Stockton chick here, Chelsea Chandler.
Oh, who be running away? Oh, this is close. But she looked better in her last fight though.
Yeah, no longer was she's a runner, she's a track star.
Yeah, she looked better in the last fight for sure.
She's also, she's never been finished. That's one thing you count. And then she beat Josiana Nunes. And then lost to Norma Dumont, who, that's an okay loss in our eyes at least. I mean, Yana Santos as the favorite, I believe, here is disgusting. She's minus 135. Chelsea Chandler's plus 115. I know Yana Santos has more quote-unquote skill set, more proven, but I just don't know where she's at. Her husband isn't doing so well, where he's at either. So it's like...
He won his last fight though, right?
Nah. He got finished.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But he jumped in. That was a short notice fight, too.
He's like on a 4 or 5 streak.
Yeah, he's getting to Tony Ferguson land soon. But in the PFL, which is crazy, right? And it's only going to get worse for him, too, because now that Bellator's there, it's even harder. The roster's better. So, yeah.
John Jones fight never bounced back.
That's his best fight is like the fact that he almost beat John Jones. He kept up with John Jones.
But John Jones fucked him up in that fight. That's what made him get those knee surgeries.
The double knee surgeries? Yeah, both knees. Man, I'm going Chelsea Chandler as well. Stockton. I just think, pick'ems are better. Chelsea Chandler, she's live.
If it stays standing, I can see Yana Santos winning it. But I think Chandler's going to have to mix it up how she did in the last fight. But if she tries to stand and keep it standing, I'll see Yana will win by by decision or something. But I'm gonna have to go with the corned beef.
Yeah, Santos laying juice with Santos doesn't sound appealing to me. So,
nah.
Next up, we got Mariscal against Damon the Leech Jackson. Mariscal is minus 240, minus 250. Leech is plus 200, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, Damon Jackson actually big upset win in his last fight, I want to say. He for sure
he beat Alex Hernandez by split.
Yep. And then he's got the new turkey hairline. But I'm going with Chepe for sure. Been riding the wave with Mariscal on this show for I want to say since he made that first fight, his debut at short notice. I'm gonna keep riding the wave.
Yeah, man, I'm on that Mexican wave too, man. I fuck with Chepe Mariscal. I just think obviously Damon Jackson's advantage is going to be on the ground. You know what I'm saying? He's going to try to get it dirty to the ground.
Well, what's his name's good though.
Yeah, Chepe. I feel like he could defend these things, keep distance, and if it stays standing, I think he's a way big advantage. And with the power.
What's TKO for Mariscal?
Let's see here. Mariscal by TKO is plus 200. It's not a bad look, especially if he's a minus 220 right now.
Yeah, because what was his last fight against? Was it Jack Johnson or who is it? Who's the little? It was like an Australian guy, right?
You're talking about Mariscal?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mariscal's here last fight was Morgan Sherry.
The one before that, though.
Oh yeah, it was Jack Jenkins.
Jack Jenkins.
Tap out. Yeah, and
remember the Jack Jenkins though. That's the one where Jack Jenkins was trying to take him down, and Chepe reversed it, and that's how he broke his arm or some shit like that. So that was I feel like he can handle what's it called, takedowns. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm throwing Mariscal in a parlay as well. So as a minus 220 here. I like that. And I think knockout could be live too, but I don't love the prop market on that. Next up, what do we got?
Main event, right?
Already? That was the almost. Those two more fights. We got Javi Basharat against Chris Gutierrez as the co-main event. Javi Basharat, one of the Basharat brothers, 14-1.
Coming off a L, right?
Yep, decision loss. He never been finished, but he lost to Alman Zahabi by decision. And then before that was a no contest with the Victor Henry. Chris Gutierrez, y'all know him with his leg kicks, 20-5. He's on a one-fight losing streak, never been finished or knocked out either. Lost to Yadong Song, which is, who's pretty good in my opinion. And then before that beat Alahatang, but lost to Pedro Munoz. So
yeah. This is gonna be a good fight. Basharat, he's touted like one of the big prospects, but now kind of last two fights kind of sketch, no contest and a L. I think he's gonna have something to prove. Gutierrez in there, but I feel like Jafrak got more speed, and then Gutierrez be like more stationary.
Yeah, for some reason on Bet Online right now, I thought they did have the odds, but they took it off. So maybe something happened to the fight. Potentially. But we'll just go off of what they say on Tapology here. And they got obviously Basharat as the favorite. I think he's about minus 200, 240, he says here. 240.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as him being a huge favorite, that's going to be sketchy because Basharat's more of in my opinion, a point guy, decision guy. He's trying to be technical about it. Here's the thing with Gutierrez, though. Like, Gutierrez, he's a beast, but he's also a technical striker, in my opinion. He likes being lanky. He likes throwing all types of kicks, strikes. So it's going to be interesting. When it comes to the grappling game, though, I think Basharat obviously is superior, and this is going to be the way that Basharat, outpoints him. I don't think Basharat should be standing and striking, maybe at the beginning, just to kind of mix it up. But he ultimately needs to start pitting him against the cage, getting his ass down, and working from top position, whereas Gutierrez is going to want to keep it striking and clean, and Gutierrez might even have the advantage, on that striking if you're talking about just pure kickboxing. So, so I can see, Chris Gutierrez having value at being a plus 200 dog. But my pick, I'm going Basharat here. I just think Gutierrez is slowly on the decline. He's not on the up of his career. Whereas Basharat still has, he's just been starting. So you can see him. He has room for improvement, basically. But minus 240 is real gross if that's the odds. So I don't even know if I'm throwing him in a parlay or not. I still have to decide because I have that one greasy parlay where I had to put some favorites in there. And he might or might not make it. So we'll see. Going Basharat. Are you going with the Mexican dude or Basharat as well?
I'll go with Basharat.
Yeah. Next up, we got the main event here. We got the big boys, the big white boys.
Event sucks.
Marcin Tybura against Sergey Spivac, man. This is a damn near a pick'ems fight. We got Spivac a slight favorite, minus 120. Marcin Tybura, shout out to Marcin, plus 100 here. I mean, I think this is a good matchup. Not name value, good matchup, but as far as like close competition.
Tybura got that stupid ass haircut now.
He might change it again, right? Because he got finished last time, right?
He got a fat ass cut.
Oh yeah. Hey, he just won his last fight against Tai Tuivasa by choke. But before that, he lost to Tom Aspinall with a straight right, which, I mean, I think we all could say is excusable loss. And then before that, he beat Ivanov, Romanov, like some decent mid-tier competition. It's just that when he steps up to like the Volkovs here, he lost to Volkov and stuff like that. Obviously, we don't.
Yeah, it's all about with this fight. It's all about he just gotta defend the takedown with Sergey Spivac. That's all Spivac got is try to go for the takedown and
he's trying to maul him.
Damn, he looks hella different now.
Yeah, hey, Spivac's younger. He's 29 now. He did just lose his last fight, 16-4. Never been subbed, but been knocked out before. He lost to Cyril Gain by knockout, and then before that, he subbed Derek Lewis, and then ground and pound on. Here's the thing about the red flags, the wins he has. Derek Lewis, it's like he's good, but also ground.
What are you gonna get too from Derek Lewis?
Yeah, but then Greg Hardy and Augusto Sakai, like that's red flags. You know what I'm saying?
And then lost to Aspinall.
Which is, like we said, we'll just ignore both of them losing.
Yeah, I'm going with Marcin. Tybura.
Yeah, this one I'm going back and forth. My initial lean right now is because this is a rematch, by the way, guys. This is the 2. So for last time they fought, what's his name? Marcin did win by decision. So it did go all 3 rounds. Obviously, Marcin's a way better kickboxer. That's kind of his specialty. So he's going to be way better at striking. Spivac, like you said, needs to get it to the ground. I'm leaning Spivac right now. So for the sake of the early, and we're doing this early on Monday right now. So I'm leaning Spivac here. Minus 120, but to equal his right. But part of me, as I'm breaking it down and watching, is like, it's hard for me. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm leaning Spivac. But as I'm watching more, I'm seeing cases for Marcin as a plus 100 underdog. Like, he is a much better striker, like way better. But with the heavyweights,
no, I feel like
you don't know.
I feel like Tybura is the better fighter too, because his grappling's not bad either. Like he got what's the name out of there.
Yeah, it's not bad, but that's not
after getting a cut. Yeah, but I feel like Sergey Spivak's grappling he's all right, but it's not like no worldly class shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he couldn't even get Cyril Gang or nothing down like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Cyril Gang. The speed.
And what's his name? What's his name was able to take Gang down? Fucking Ngannou. So yeah.
Yeah, but we never seen a Ngannou. Ngannou, all we know, could be a decent wrestler. He just never had to use it. That's what he was saying, minus the bad knees, I guess. But yeah, no, you make a good point there. One thing I would say though, Cyril Gang's very fast, so I think him having that experience also will help. I just think, I think between the 2, Marcin is a better fighter, like you said. I just think the projection of these 2 guys, one guy's a younger guy, still getting better, whereas Marcin, like, you could argue he is getting better, but I think at this stage, just like, you don't get that much better. You kind of just stay the same. You fight to stay the same, or then you kind of decline late in your career. So, but I'm still fighting back and forth. But for the sake of the thing, we'll go opposite here. But yeah, that's the card right here. We're gonna go into our best looks, best bets, and seeing what it's kind of a limited card, but seeing what we can give y'all here. See here, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first here?
Yeah, I'll go first. Straight up bet, we're gonna do it right off the rip with Tybura.
Tybura plus 100.
Straight up bet with who was the one we were talking about earlier? Damn.
Chappelle.
Yeah.
Theo.
Yup.
Theo plus 175.
And then I'm gonna do a parlay with Danny Barlow. Chepe Mariscal. And then Zalal.
Zalal, that's the parlay I was thinking of. Zalal definitely gonna be in some of mine for sure.
And then straight up bet, I'm gonna do Chelsea Chandler.
Oh, that's a good one too. Plus 115. Some good plus money there. All right. For me, there's such a limited card here. I'll throw one in. I'll throw Jonathan Denise plus 170. He's plus 170 right now. Denise plus 170.
Yeah, I was gonna bet on the other dude, but I was like, oh no, it's too sketch.
And they're big boys too. Anyone could finish anyone, I feel like.
Bigger boy.
Oh yeah, and then for the other one, I'm going Carol Rosa here, minus 175. So minus one over Pani Kianzad. I guess we're riding Stockton right now. We got Chelsea Chandler plus 115, which is kind of gross. You never like betting on Chelsea Chandler, but I was thinking about like, why does that name sound familiar? But I'm thinking about Chelsea Handler, the comedian that was named 50 Cent.
Yeah, because it sounds like the same kind of.
Yeah, it's the same, just one letter. And then the other one, I'm gonna do a parlay here. Grease it up. We're going Joseph Zalal. We're going. Wait, is this my last bet? Oh no, sorry, I don't want to grease y'all. Yeah, because I only want to give 4. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Was the first fight we talked about. Alan Carr. I like Alan Carr. She's plus 145 right now.
Alan Carr
plus 145. So we got some good plus money there. 3 chick fights.
3 nasty chick fights.
So that's how we
Well,
like
actually,
it.
no, the Alan Carr one might be all right, but the other ones are like,
Yeah.
fuck.
But even then, yeah, it's not the best quality.
Not
But
at
we got
all.
some, PFL not this week, next week, so nothing there to report. But until then, y'all, appreciate y'all tuning in. Smoke out, check out NG group chat on
Come up,
Wax.
man. Let's come up this week. Need to
Let's
bounce
go.
back.
Bounce it
Bounce
like
them
Ruby
titties.
Rose's booty.